Okay, see if they mess up the camera angle. This is where, because I'm going through my legal documentation, and it's no need for me to weigh myself down when they're not investigating this. So this is when I called 911 on the police because they would not investigate the interference with child custody. So it says that affiant, I'm looking through this other device, being by sworn deposit says she has good reason to believe and does believe based on information provided to offended Larry Ward, Dallas Police Department officer who personally investigated such offense that Keanu Clark called action on about 24th day of July and making and filing on the complaint of the city of Dallas County and stated of after said, let me go back, before said, did then and said unlawfully, said actor did then and there unknowingly and unlawfully dial the emergency telephone number 911 from the premises located at 1999 East Camp Wisdom Road as a public street and highway location within the territorial limits of the city of Dallas, when in fact there was no emergency to report. Child abuse to me is an emergency, especially when the government's behind it and enforcing it for 5 years. Not investigating who hit my child on April 19th, 2022, or who hit her to September 24th, what was going on with those bruises, 2011. Then February of 2018, I'm sorry that for profit, the law enforcement does not see my child and my family's value in this crisis. So they gave me a ticket for calling to report crimes that the police were committing. And like I said, what's the use of weighing myself down with this if they're denying law enforcement and won't investigate it themselves? So that's the deputy clerk. It was Judge Acuna that enforced the ticket. And they gave me 60 days to pay the ticket. They're trying to hide who the judge is. None of the people in the courtroom knew how I can report child abuse since the police have been covering for it. And then they scam at CPS. So we were close. You're not getting it. Well, I took my kids to SeaWorld. We carved pumpkins. We hid Easter eggs. Volunteered in the community. We went swimming. We were active. Went to look at Christmas lights and did a whole bunch of different things together as a family. We had family day each week. And we watched movies together each week on Family Week. We also did goals together. We had family meetings. So I don't think that people get the trauma that my family has had to endure. Or, I'm not quite sure if a lot of parties and they're concerned, even at these churches. So anyway, the party that is doing this knows that taking my kids away and my family away from me is very traumatic. So you just saw it yourself that they, not only did they do it, but Itasca did it. So they're making it a crime for me to report my abuse and crimes that the police department's committing. You're seeing it on this channel.